Okay guys, I'm just going to show you some swim chords techniques. So first up, just starting with the warm-up. This is all pretty abbreviated, just showing you the exercises. So right arm forward and back, trying to keep your shoulders nice and relaxed. Then we'll switch over to the left arm, forward and back. Again, this is just a demo, so you want to be doing these warm-up exercises for around about 5 minutes or so. Then we go both arms forward, again trying to keep the shoulders nice and loose and relaxed. Next up we go backwards, and then we're going to come to the slightly more technical aspect of the warm-up where you're trying to do, this one's not so technical, but just loosely slapping your hands in behind your head, and then we're going to go where you go opposite directions for each arm. So this time starting with left arm forward, right arm back. And this does take some coordination. Swimmers learn this from a young age. If you're new, it takes a bit of practice. So best thing to do is start in front of the mirror, one arm out in front, one arm out behind, and then just try to get the hang of it. It will take some practice. So onto the swim chords. First one is just single arm. Notice the nice high elbow as it's going through. That's the real focus, so working on that catch. Different coloured chords are going to give you different resistance. These red ones are reasonably hard resistance, so just nice high elbow going through just past your hip. Then you can move to doing both arms together. My elbows are just dropping a little bit sort of through the mid part of the stroke, so not perfect technique, but should be really focusing on early high vertical forearm. Similar exercise here, but both arms together. You'll see I just sort of shimmied forward slightly there, so you just got to find that right level of resistance. Keep your back nice and straight, feet nice and wide, so you've got really good balance. And if you have got less chords with less resistance, you can have a little bit more tension through the chords. This part here, again, I'm just moving my position slightly to get the right amount of tension, just working on the catch. So nice high elbow, just coming about halfway back, really working on the catch. You'll probably find this works your lats nice and strongly. So high elbow, halfway back, and then just remember to keep the pressure on as your arm recovers. This takes a bit more technical ability, but you're basically trying to do a freestyle stroke. Nice high elbow with your recovery. Again, this takes some practice. So high elbow recovery there, trying to keep your elbow up also when you are doing your catch. Here is trying to do an individual medley. So first up, butterfly, reasonably challenging to do. Then we're going to switch over to backstroke in a moment. With the backstroke, the resistance is coming on in the opposite part of the stroke that you would when you're normally swimming, so no resistance when you would technically be under the water. Then when your arms out the front and going back, you'll get some resistance there. Just try to keep it nice and slow. Try to rotate your shoulders around. It's always pointing your pinky up a little bit, as you would when you're doing your backstroke in the pool. Switching over to breaststroke leg, just trying to do the best you can with the level of resistance you've got in your particular chords. These red ones are a little bit harder than say the yellow ones to do, but trying to do your best breaststroke catch. And then reverting back to that freestyle that we did earlier, doing it slightly better here with a slightly higher elbow in my recovery. And next up is what I call the wide claps. Again, find that right position and just gently going forward and back. So hands coming together, pretty straightforward. This one here, the rotator cuffs, really trying to keep your elbows in a neutral position. You can do this either with a single arm or both arms together as I'm demonstrating here, but the real focus is keeping elbows and you saw your biceps in a neutral position, and it's just a forward and back movement. Probably don't need to go quite as low as what I was there. This one here, one last exercise, just push-aways. So just getting some resistance, pushing forward until the stretch cord hits your shoulders, and then slowly recovering back up, keeping even pressure on the bands. So that's a wrap. Swim chords.